Let's talk about the long goodbye. For most of my life, I have struggled with depression. I was depressed in large part because I often chose to see life in terms of loss. What do I mean? Well, let me show you. On the outside here, I'm celebrating my best friend's wedding, but on the inside, I'm mourning the loss of our youth. This wasn't the day that I started traveling to DC to attend law school. This was the day I said goodbye to my childhood home. This wasn't a great day with my DC friends before I moved back to the Midwest. This was the day that I said goodbye to perhaps the greatest group of friends I would ever have. This isn't a picture of my son and me on the day my daughter was born. It's a picture of me realizing that I will probably never experience the joy of new fatherhood again. This isn't a picture of my daughter on her first day of school. It's a picture from the day that I realized that my little girl wasn't so little anymore. This isn't a picture of me in Arizona riding horses with my kids on a beautiful spring day. This is a picture from a day that I spent worrying about my own mortality and wondering how many more days like this I had left. This isn't a picture of my son's first day at college. It's a picture of the day that my roommate and best friend moved away. When you view all of your life events in the context of loss, life becomes nothing more than a very, very long goodbye. Every day brings you more and more loss, and every day simply brings you one step closer to your grave. So if you know someone who's suicidal or depressed, don't necessarily think that they hate life. In fact, they may love life very much. They simply may not be able to cope with a prevailing and perpetual sense of loss. For me, the long goodbye lasted until I chose to see life differently. It wasn't easy for me to reprogram my outlook on life, and yeah, there are still days that cause me to struggle. But now I do my best to see both the goodbyes and the hellos. Yes, I had to say goodbye to my high school friends, but new friends were right around the corner. And when I said goodbye to those friends, I soon said hello to the greatest loves of my life. And when I said goodbye to their infancy, I said hello to basketball games, Cub Scouts, marching bands, trips to the hospital, trips back to the farm, horse rides, and more horse rides, and card games, and wild nights on the boat. And yes, eventually they moved away. But we remain together. We say hello in our old haunts. We say hello in far-flung places. And I've said hello to new endeavors that seemed impossible a few years ago. Don't limit your life to loss. Life is limitless.